and why they are relevant forever? Should I answer this question? After giving reference to all these texts and other things also, should I answer this question? My dear children, please let me know. It is clearly evident from the texts which were offered by those people that they have gifted the mankind with a grand literature. Values were given. A name was given to our country. They have given identity for us. Everything was given. Only thing is we are ignoring those sages. But sages never ignored us. Wonderfully, Ramayana and Mahabharata, these two are enough for many thousands and thousands of centuries to proudly say that we belong to this tradition where Ramayana was produced, where Mahabharata was produced. About the greatness of these two texts, we will be learning in future time. That's why I reserve my content over Ramayana and Mahabharata for my future interaction with you all. The reason is, if I have prepared certain things, what do you expect from the society? I want to sell these things to the society. I want to offer these things only by collecting some money from them, but not with any selfless attitude. But seers, what did they expect from you? Just a kind of tarpanas. Brahmadayo devastam tarpayami devatarpana. This is, and rishis, rishi tarpana. Krishna dvaipayanadayo ye rishehatan rishigums tarpayami. Tarpana, offering tarpana is to satisfy them, to please them by remembering their names. On the day of a great person's birthday, we recollect his name. What for? Does he listen to us? Is he with us? Right from beginning, from Krishna Dvaipaya, Vedavyasa, Sarvam Rishigams Tarpayami. I satisfy all the rishis through these offerings of water to them. In the name of them, we offer holy waters. We feel that these offerings, this Mantraputa offering, should reach them. And then Sarvan Rishiganans Tarpayami, Rishipatnins Tarpayami, Rishiputrans Tarpayami. I please the sages, I please their vices with my reverence. I please the children of those sages and Pautragams Tarpayami. I please the grandsons and great grandsons of those rishis, Bhu Rishigams Tarpayami. I please the sages who are on this earth, Bhuva Rishigams Tarpayami. Actually, there are different seers and sages of different regions of the other worlds, upper worlds, Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Suvarloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Satyaloka, all these are there. In every loka, in every region of upper world, there were seers. I please all of them, one after one, like that. And Bhurbhu Swagarishigam Starpayami. So Prajapatim Kandarshin Tarpayami, Soma Kandarshin Tarpayami, Agni Kandarshin Tarpayami, Viswan Devan Kandarshigim Tarpayami, Sagumhitir Higunti Devataha Upanishadas Tarpayami, Yajnikir Devataha Upanishadas Tarpayami, Varunir Devataha Upanishadim Tarpayami, Havyavahan Tarpayami. Like this, there is a grand list. What for all this is? Because selfless, without a selfless thought, they offered their lives for us. They offered great knowledge for us. They have given a beautiful life. They have given a shape to our lives. Particularly take Yajnavalkya. Yajnavalkya wrote a Smriti. And through that Smriti, very interestingly, have you ever heard the name IPC, Indian Penal Code, is known as IPC. So it is the code of conduct, and it is the code according to which we punish the criminals. That is known as IPC. That IPC is nothing else than Yajnavalkya Smriti. Yajnavalkya Smriti rewritten is known as IPC. Of course, they have taken the support of other modern texts. The main text, main structure of the text is taken from Yajnavalkya Smriti. He was a great sage. He didn't expect any patent right over the book written by him. If we write a 100 pages book without any hesitation, we apply for patent, right? But they have gifted us. Next generation, successive generations of him are his children only. We are all the children of those great sages. That's why the sages, with great affection, they always protect us. Whenever you call those clouds, they come and they shower in whichever area you wish them to shower. And the names of those clouds are Uttanka Meghas. The names of those clouds are Uttanka Meghas. Ever since, as long as Uttanka lived, there was no dearth for water in the Rajasthan region. While going to heavens at the time of his departing his body, what did he do? He asked those clouds permanently to settle in the Rajasthan area to shower water. Even today, there is a belief among the people that Uttanka Meghas shower very plentifully. In plenitude, they shower waters. How to distinguish Uttanka Meghas? Actually, Pushkara Meghas, Avartaka Meghas, Droni Meghas, like this, there are several kinds of Meghas. What is the peculiarity of this Uttanka Meghas? They say that Uttanka Meghas, the water of Uttanka Meghas is very much fertile. It makes the lands fertile, and it is very sweet to be drunk. So such Meghas were created. Our sages were such great people. They lived for the happiness of mankind, for the well-being of mankind, for the well-being of all of us. So what else should be learned from the lives of such great people? I request Sarmagaru to continue this.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we are. Thank you, sir. We are not stopping here. We are in a future. We are going to give a lot of more information on the Rishis to all the participants in a different sections